What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe. Jake, if there's one thing that I know that you love in this life, it is running the ball. Right now you have your In Fullbacks We Trust shirt. And, well, it's something the New Orleans Saints are going to seek to get better at next season.
They have actually not one, but two fullbacks on the roster currently.
Yeah. And again, I don't know if you knew this, but Kubiak was with San Francisco last year, and they got a pretty good fullback, so it should be pretty good down here.
Yeah, he beat me out for the All-Senior Bowl team.
Damn.
I got second.
Pathetic. Not you, Kyle.
Yeah.
And his wife in their stupid
Yeah,
jackets.
dude, went to Harvard, makes a Pro Bowl, makes Super Bowls all the time.
Leave some for the rest of us, dude.
Jesus.
But, okay, so the point is, though, the Saints are going to be looked to improve in that area, and yet they may need not one but two new offensive tackles come draft time. And we bandied about a bunch of the names. One name that we haven't touched a ton on is Talise Fuaga. And the reason why this is starting to make the rounds in Saint circles is because Pro Football Focus recently put out an analysis of Fuaga where he kind of comped to Ryan Ramczyk and his tape coming out of college. And I'll read an excerpt here. Say, Joe Alt is most universally thought of as the best all-around tackle in this draft, but Talise Fuaga finished 2023 as the nation's best run blocker by a pretty wide margin. Goes on to say, after the past 2 years, Fuaga played the second most run snaps among Power 5 tackles and ranked fourth in that same group with an 88-1 run blocking grade in zone concepts. Only current Browns tackle Dwan Jones was better among primary right tackles. So, as the Saints look to replace Ryan Ramczyk, as the Saints look to get better at outside zone, maybe reignite some of Alvin Kamara, Oregon State's Fuaga feels like somebody who needs to be in the mix there for that first-round pick.
I just want to see the Saints say, hey, here's who we're going to be offensively. Here's what we're going to run. Here's going to be the schemes that we run. And one, actually have multiple running schemes and not just inside zone. But also, if you're going to do those things, like, hey, we are going to go way up in our outside zone runs. Okay, great. Go get someone who has done that in the past. Somebody that has shown you that he can do that, and he can do it at a high level. And I'm talking about from the guard position, the tackle position, depending on what tight end you want to go in there, certainly your running back. I want everybody to be on the same page and do something that they do well if you're going to do it. Because why would you line up and do something you're not good at? Because the Saints have done that in the past. It has not worked well for them. They tried to make Alvin Kamara, run between the tackles only, exclusively. That is not who he is. Can he do it? Yes, but you got to give something. You have to show the defense that, hey, we will attack you on the edge. They didn't do that a year ago. So I'm just ready for everyone to get on the same page. And some of these tackles in this draft, actually, they grew up in the outside zone world where it's something that they know very well.
Like nobody, I mean, what is it? I want to say over 300 outside zone snaps. It was saying, ranked third among right tackles, over 300 zone reps. So, look, I think one of the overall takeaways here is as well, are we now all in agreement that the Saints are 100% taking an offensive tackle?
Yes.
Right? Yep. Like there is no, this is what, I don't know if I've ever seen this before. I've covered the Saints for many, many years now, over a decade now at this point, actually. And so I guess this would be probably the 10th or 11th draft that I've covered. I don't think I've ever seen it where we basically know the position they're going to have to go to. And it makes sense because of your needs, and there's a lot of available talent there, especially all the quarterbacks that are going to go off the board early. But, yeah, it will be a tackle. I guess the question is who, and if you haven't thought about Fuaga yet, he is someone to keep on your radar.
I think there's 5 day one starting tackles in this draft.
Damn.
And I think you'll be able to choose from 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that makes sense.
First 2 probably are going to be gone, but still, like 3, 4, 5 are starting quality tackles in this draft. Go take one. Don't overthink it. You have Saints news, breaking news. You want to hear it?
No.
In a quarterback room that has
happened,
Derek Carr and Nathan Peterman.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Who else could you add to this quarterback room to make it just really dynamic, T-Bob?
Okay, hold on. Let me think.
Former SEC quarterback.
Okay, I was going to say Mitch
Tim
Trubisky.
Tebow.
In the last 5
Danny
years.
Etling.
Danny Etling?
No, he's playing in the UFL.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think he's playing for Michigan, maybe.
Last 5
Panthers?
years.
I think.
I still have my Danny Etling as a good quarterback sticker.
Not Kyle Trask, because he's actually maybe okay.
Yeah.
He's actually
Yeah.
Jeff Driscoll?
No. That's like you went back. It is Kellen Mond.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Best quarterback in the SEC,
Yes, Derek
self-proclaimed.
Carr, Nathan Peterman, Kellen Mond, Jake Haener.
Okay, that's the quarterback room right there. Both.
Is that
What could go
the
wrong?
most depressing quarterback room that I've ever talked about here on this show?
Yeah.
I mean, to begin with, any quarterback room with Nathan Peterman in it is immediately going to be in the conversation for most depressing.
Yeah.
Derek Carr as a starter is never going to inspire any confidence. We all like Jake Haener for that photo shoot, but beyond that, he really hasn't
He looks
done
like a Lawrence brother.
much.
He did,
He
yeah,
does
he
actually.
does.
I've never
Yeah.
thought about that. He does look
He
like a fourth
does.
Yeah.
Lawrence brother.
Yeah.
So Kellen Mond was throwing. So it was him and Trace McSorley were throwing at the
Yeah,
combine.
now we're cooking,
They were
baby.
throwing at the combine this year. They were just there, and they were the guys actually used to.
Hey,
so
man.
when I went, it
Get
was like the quarterbacks from the MAC and the Sun Belt and those conferences. They were there. They were part of the combine, but they were throwing arms.
Damn,
basically.
so Kellen Mond and company out here taking away from those guys' shine.
Yeah, I get that too. But
Well,
they
you
were
need
there
to shine a
throwing
little
this
brighter.
year.
You need to shine a little brighter.
Yeah. No, look, I mean, good on Kellen Mond, dude. He went 9-1. You know, he went 9-1.
Is what's worse, this Saints quarterback room or the 06 Bears with Rex Grossman, Brian Griese, and Kyle Orton?
Well, you have to answer this because
No,
the
I-
06 Bears
no, yeah.
went to the NFC
I
Championship.
know. I get that.
I would
Every
take
quarterback
Super
room
Bowl.
wasn't great.
I would take Brian Griese and Kyle Orton.
Yeah, Kyle Orton was good, dude.
Yeah.
Kyle Orton was good, but this
Hey,
was
let's
his.
not sleep on Sexy Rexy.
Yeah, like that's a much better quarterback room.
Yeah, it's
Taylor.
fun. It is a funny room.
Much better.
It's a funny room to your point, but it is like objectively leaps and bounds better.
Yes.
I think the Saints' worst is worse than this worst, but
No.
I think it's close.
No, it's not even remotely close. Kyle Orton won a lot of games in the NFL for
No,
two
he
different
did.
franchises.
He was a rookie this year.
Rex
he was their
Grossman
13
led
guy.
him to a Super Bowl. Brian Griese went to a Super Bowl as a backup too in Tampa.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was
I mean,
Brad
that's
Johnson's
kind
backup.
of gave Brian
Wasn't he?
Griese a lot of stolen
Wasn't
valor
he?
there.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
he was
but
Brad
I've never
Johnson's
heard the
backup,
sentence
right?
uttered. He went to the Super Bowl as a backup. I don't think you get credit for being the backup quarterback on a.
Has
on a
Nathan
Super Bowl.
Peterman been to one?
I know.
Has
no.
Jake Haener? Has Kellen Mond?
No, true. I
So
mean,
I'm just
these are
saying.
facts, guys. These are all facts. Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.